up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen my face before, my name is Caitlin and today's isolation / lockdown vlog is going to be the assumptions about me tag. I've been really nervous to make this kind of a video. I think people can be quite nasty online or maybe a bit judgmental and stuff, but I guess that is the point of the whole video, is for me to address those kind of assumptions. But yeah, I think I got really lucky with the ones that I got. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video. So if you watched yesterday's isolation vlog, you'll know that I'm in the same outfit because I'm filming it on the same day. I'm not just gonna change and like get ready for a different video because it's lockdown. I'm in my sweatpants regardless, and I know that you guys don't mind because you're on the same boat. So what I've done is I've just screenshotted like all of the assumptions that everyone sent in, but because a lot of them are the same or like really similar, I just then like wrote out a list of all the ones that I'm going to address. So it just makes it a little bit easier, so I can't directly address every single assumption, otherwise we'll be here for ages. So I've kind of grouped them up. So I am a little bit nervous filming this video, but I think that's the point of the challenge, is just to like put yourself out of your comfort zone. But yeah, so let's just get straight into it. I'm just gonna address the first one that I think I got quite a lot of. Actually, pretty much all of these assumptions were a lot grouped together. It wasn't just like one person saying one random thing. They were all pretty similar and ones that I kind of expected. Actually, none of them caught me by surprise, except the one, but I'll get there. So yeah, firstly, the first assumption that I got quite a lot is that my family is rich, or my parents are rich, or that I'm rich, and all of that lovely stuff. So talking about finances online is really personal, and I would never like divulge into it because firstly, it's not my finances in question, it's my family's. So I'd first like to start by saying that I think that wealth or whatever is relative. So I live in Limpopo, my family home is in Limpopo, which is a province in South Africa. If you're watching this and you're not from South Africa, so if you picked up all my belongings and like the whole lifestyle that we live here and you put it in like New York or whatever, we wouldn't be as comfortable as we are here. So everything's relative. Real estate is relative to location, earnings are relative to location, so that's very important to remember. Something also important to address is that I fully acknowledge my privilege. I know that I'm privileged. I know that I'm so lucky and so blessed to live the life that I do and the life that my parents have given me. They've worked so hard to give me this life, and yeah, I'm so grateful for it. They're both very hardworking individuals. Both of them have been working flat out since they left school to give my brother and I the life that they wanted to give us, and yeah, I could not be more thankful. That's also given me a really good work ethic, and you know, for the life that I want to give my kids one day. So yeah, that's important to know. But yeah, when it comes to the nitty-gritty, the word rich I think is just not accurate. No, that's just not an accurate word. Very comfortable. I think Graham and I were spoiled as kids. The difference between being spoiled, which I think is not a negative word, just putting it out there. I love to spoil my friends, I love to spoil my loved ones, spoil my pets. You know, spoiling someone is not bad, but being a spoiled brat is bad. So it would be so silly for me to not acknowledge the fact that I was spoiled. If you can go on overseas holidays and you have all these nice toys and all that kind of stuff growing up, I do think you were spoiled, but neither Graham and I were spoiled brats. We were not raised that way, so that's important to know. Spoil your kids, spoil them, give them, you know, anything that you can give them, but don't let them be spoiled brats. I don't know. That's the way I like to think. But yeah, we were very comfortable, and I never really had to worry about anything growing up, which I was so grateful for. Went to a really good school, I have a beautiful home, but yeah, rich is definitely not a word I would ever use, ever. No. A lot of people assumed that I am a party animal, life of the party, a social butterfly, all this kind of just inaccurate things. So I think that you might think this, I'm just gonna take this ring off. I think you might think this if you only know me from social media, if you don't know me personally, or if you knew me a few years ago and you're not really in my life right now, then I think you would definitely think this. So like I said, it doesn't surprise me at all. I used to be quite a party animal. I used to yeah, just always want to be the life of the party and do all kinds of fun things. But yeah, that is not who I am anymore. It hasn't been for years. I definitely grew out of that. I think I grew more into my personality, or I kind of realized what I actually wanted in life. That wasn't really who I was. This is who I am. I like my own space. I think that when I'm surrounded by people that I'm really comfortable with, so my best friends, my boyfriend and his friends, you know, my brother, my family, people that I'm really close with and I really trust. I think it's a lot about trust. Then I can lay it loose and have like a really fun time. But if I'm just slightly uncomfortable about the situation or someone in the situation, I'm just not going to be that kind of a person. Then I actually find it quite difficult to let my hair down, to be quite honest. Yeah, that's just how I've become. I think when I was younger I could let my hair down whenever, but that's not who I am anymore. I've changed far too much. So no, I would not call myself a social butterfly. If I can avoid social situations, I do. I really do. Yeah, I'm never really in social situations or public situations anymore. Definitely not a party animal. If I am partying, it's once in a blue moon, and again with my close friends at like our favorite bar, or I love to just hang out at a house party, like be in a place that I feel really comfortable. And then life of the party, no, definitely not. Only if I'm with my close, comfortable, trustworthy people. That's the only time the life of the party comes out. So the next assumption that I got is that I am a sweetheart and a hopeless romantic and like very optimistic, and yeah, loves like romance and fairy tales and chick flicks and stuff like that. I got a lot of those. So I thought this was really interesting, and then like 4 people assumed that I'm very much like Caroline from Vampire Diaries. So I think that these two things actually play in. So yeah, when it comes to being like an optimist or a pessimist, I don't think I'm anywhere in the middle, like as in I'm not really a realist. I am a bit of both. So I do think I'm a hopeless romantic in the sense that I love love. I really do believe in love and fairy tales and like all of those beautiful positive things, and I like to have a very positive outlook on life. But at the same time, I'm also very like realistic, and I am the type of person that you can come to for tough love. A lot of my friends know that. They know that I'll just give them the real truth. I don't really like to sugarcoat too much stuff to like make someone feel better or whatever, because I don't really see the value in that a lot in life. So I've seen a lot of situations where someone is really babied or really coddled and really like hidden from a lot of truth. And that doesn't really benefit you once you grow up, because at the end of the day, you know, life can be a little bit tough and it can punch you in the face sometimes, and you want to be prepared for that. So my personality, I think, is a little bit of both, where yeah, I love my chick flicks and I love to dream and have all these like wonderful positive outlooks on life and situations in life, but I'm very much a realistic person, a tough love kind of person, and yeah, I'll give you the truth if you want to hear it. I really will. So in that sense, I am very much like Caroline from Vampire Diaries. Which I know is so stupid, but it's obviously people that are on the TBD train with me during lockdown on my Instagram. Yeah, I think Caroline, she loves love as well, but she will give you a lecture, and I think that's who I am. I will lecture you, but you know, we can watch chick flicks and cry about it the whole time. I'm also like, I am still a very emotional person, a very soft and kind-hearted person. But yeah, I do understand the reality of the world at the same time. So I hope that gives you a little insight into my personality. Next, this one is really interesting because quite a few people assumed that I'm an introvert and quite a few people assumed that I'm an extrovert. And to be quite honest, this is quite a difficult one for me to answer because I'm not really sure myself. I think if you'd asked me a couple years ago, I would have immediately said extrovert. Immediately. I loved, you know, being around people. I constantly wanted to go out and party and have fun and do all that kind of stuff, but that's not who I am now. but I don't think that necessarily makes me an introvert, but it definitely doesn't really make me an extrovert. I will try and avoid social situations, like I said, as much as possible. I'd like my own space, I like my own time, I like to do my own thing. And if I am going to be in a public setting or social situation, I like it to be with people that I'm really comfortable with, people that I really trust. That's really important to me. So yeah, it's difficult. I think I would be somewhere in the middle, but definitely leaning more towards an extrovert, just because I do still need some kind of social interaction. I love like going upstairs and talking to my parents. I love talking to my friends. I think it's just with like strangers and stuff like that that I obviously developed like some kind of a social anxiety sort of thing, just when I'm out in public. But yeah, it's kind of the same with being a social butterfly and stuff. I think I really am a full-on extrovert when I'm with people that I trust and that I'm comfortable with, but if not, then I'm a full-on introvert. I'll just leave the room, or I'll just keep to myself. I won't say a single word. Yeah, there's just two different sides to me. It's all about who I'm surrounded by and what kind of a situation that I'm in. So yeah, I don't really know how to answer that question. Let me know if you're one of those people that's like somewhere in the middle. So a lot of people assumed that I am a girl's girl and like really girly and stuff like that, and then a lot of people assumed that I have like a lot of guy friends. So the guy friends thing is just so inaccurate. I am 100% a girl's girl. If you know me personally, you know that I don't have like any guy friends. My only guy friends are my brother and my boyfriend. That's it. I'm not friends with my exes. It's not that I don't like boys. I can't really relate to them, and I just feel really comfortable when I'm around girls. And you know, my girlfriends are really important to me. I'm not the type of girl who will like crack open a beer and like watch rugby with you. That's not me, and it's fine if you're that person, but that's just not me. I wish I could be that person, but it's not me. I'm just definitely more of a girly's girl. I'm into fashion, I'm into beauty, you know, makeup and skincare and all that kind of stuff. So that's definitely 100%. I am a girl's girl and I'm very girly. Someone assumed that I'm always taking photos of myself, which I found really interesting. I think because a lot of my life is on Instagram, and if you don't know me personally, you're obviously only seeing photos and videos and stuff of me. So I completely understand why you would think that. However, if you did really know me, you'd know that all of those photos on my Instagram are either taken by myself, like when I'm with my tripod, like on self-timer or something like that. If I'm ever with my friends or with my family or out and about, I'm never ever taking photos. I have so few photos of like me and my family and me and my friends and stuff like that, because I find it inappropriate to be taking photos and creating content and stuff when I'm with my loved ones. So when I am taking photos, it's specifically for content creation. So it's for, if I got a dress, if I need to shoot a campaign, then I'll get someone to take that specific photo of me. But I'm never running around saying, take a photo of me here, take a photo of me there. Like all of my friends will know, they have so few photos with me, because when I'm with them, I don't take photos. I'm just spending time with them. Even my family, like we have so few like family pics and stuff, because for me, I've tried very hard to create a healthy balance between content creation and memories, which is quite difficult when you're first starting Instagram, to kind of know when's an appropriate situation to take a photo and when's not. If once in a blue moon I do ask a friend to take a photo of me, it'll be 3 photos and then it'll be done. And like I said, it will be for a specific thing. So yeah, I don't think I'm always taking photos of myself, and if I am, it's in my own time and when I'm actually doing work, but yeah, not in social situations. Someone assumed that I'm a small town girl. Yes, 100%. I'm from one of the smallest towns in the world and I love it. I'm definitely a small town girl. I probably will end up living in the city one day just because of my career, and like for example now I'm spending so much time in LA and can't wait to go back, but this specific town where I live will always be my home. And yeah, I always said to my parents, like, never only sell this house once I have enough money to buy it from you, because I never want to let it go. I love my small town. Someone said that I want to be a famous model. I want to be a famous model. You love modeling, la la la. So this is quite an interesting assumption because this is so wrong. I do not want to be a famous model, and I don't even enjoy modeling at all. I don't think I've ever enjoyed it actually. I really enjoyed doing pageants, obviously, when I was younger. And I actually did enjoy doing modeling when I was younger, but like I said, I just grew out of that part of my personality, where now if I'm in a modeling situation, I get so much anxiety, I get in such a foul mood, it freaks me out, it's just such a stressful situation. I think that's why I started content creation, because, you know, on Instagram, I'm my own stylist, I'm my own photographer, I'm my own model, I'm my own creative director, and I have so much freedom, where when you're modeling, it's just not something that I really enjoy. I was lucky enough to be quite good at it, so I did quite a bit of work, but it was definitely not something that's on my goals list, or maybe one day when I get to work with people that I'm really comfortable with. But yeah, that's definitely not one of my dreams. I don't want to be a model. Someone assumed that I'm single. And I think that this ties in a lot with the whole photo taking thing. So if you only know me on social media and you only see my Instagram feed, then you would probably think that I take photos of myself 24/7 and I am single and I have no friends. That's what you would think. That's because my Instagram feed is only fashion related stuff and aesthetic stuff and beauty related things, because my Instagram feed is kind of my business. If you want to see more of my personal side or my personal life, then you obviously come to my YouTube channel or you go to my Instagram stories. So for those of you who don't know, I am not single. I am in a 6-year relationship. It's a long-term and long-distance relationship. So if you don't see him so much on my social media, it's because he lives in a different continent. So that's that. But yeah, this ties in with the fact that I'm not constantly taking photos and taking videos when I am around my friends, when I am around my boyfriend, when I am around my family, because I value that time so greatly, that I don't want to be wasting it by constantly asking for photos and stuff like that. So I'll put them on my stories and they'll be in some of my videos and stuff, but I'll never really take photos with them. Just, yeah, that quality time for me is far more valuable than posting it on my Instagram feed. So I hope that gives you a bit of an insight to my personal life versus my social media life. A lot of people think it's weird that I don't post about my friends and my boyfriend and my family and stuff on my feed, but my feed is my business. It's like my fashion blog, you know what I mean? And also, please keep in mind that my boyfriend Jared and even my family and friends, they don't put their whole lives online. So I'm not just about to film them and take photos of them and post them whenever I want to. So that's very important to remember. Simi called me a Tatiana. Accurate. Someone said I love pina coladas, but I don't. Not only do I not really enjoy the taste of alcohol, but I don't enjoy the taste of coconut, which is really difficult for someone who's just given up dairy, because the best dairy alternative is coconut, and I'm really struggling, and that was actually a really sensitive subject, so thanks. my friends have said some funny things. Well, I've been filming this video for quite a while, so maybe I'll do a part 2 sometime, but I think those are the only ones that I'm going to address, but I think those are quite good ones to address. I think if you watch this video from the beginning to the end, you can get quite a good sense of my personality and who I am and who I've kind of become and things like that. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to do a part 2, but I think I'm going to do one anyway because there were a couple that I didn't get to, and I'm sure later on other people will have other things to say. So firstly, thank you for being so nice. I didn't really get any nasty ones, which was great. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're staying safe and staying home and staying healthy, and I'll see you in tomorrow's isolation vlog. Bye!